All right. We're all recording now. Cool.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So Earl, I was gonna let you moderate it, man. I just was giving them a little bit of it outside of the recording. But you can go ahead and take it away now for the actual recording here.
Sure, for sure. So to go off of what Fleek was saying, SongLab has been going on for about 6 to 7 months now. And we've had events that have scaled up each time where we're actually servicing artists. They're coming to our event to record, network, collab, and be educated on how to do music properly. We bring all these artists together. We get them into the studio. They are allowed to choose a beat, and then they can collab on that beat. We reserve the right to utilize anything that they put down, but what we're really pushing is the creative effort. And we also then clean everything up and turn everything into a project and work with them to make sure that all the music that we work with them on is being done correctly, split sheets and everything. So we do that. We pretty much make the music from soup to nuts. At the same time, during the event, we have a podcasting portion that's going on where each artist can come in, be interviewed, give out their social media links and networks, and also shout out SongLab. So we really do it to serve the artists, allow them to be on tracks with producers they may not have, had connections with, or even producers that are already working in the game. Also work with artists that they, may not have had the connection with or are just looking up to, because we bring exclusive artists each event. So that's what SongLab is in a nutshell. And that's kind of, like you said, that's what brought us to you guys and what you guys are doing, especially with the Art of Music tour.
No, that sounds fire.
Thank you. So could you explain a little bit more of what you have going with the Art of Music tour yourself? It's coming up right now, this Friday.
Have them explain who they are first.
Yeah, explain who you are. Yeah.
But I had to turn on the light. Jay was talking shit. He thought I didn't pay the light bill. It's crazy.
Look, I need a ring light, bro.
But nah, I'm Earl Carter, Director of Artist Relations at Equity Distribution, formerly Director at A&R at Rock Nation. I was there for 9 years, and then we started Equity. So right before the pandemic hit, I had moved over here to help build up this side of things.
Nice. And how did you link up with Yoko? And Yoko help.
Y'all don't want to know who she is first. Y'all just want me to tell
Yeah. No. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, bro, is funny as hell right now. So I'm Jay Yoko. I'm a consultant, if you will, in the music business. My forte is teaching more of the business and administrative side of the music industry to creatives, so they can, pretty much own their music, collect all their royalties, and pretty much be able to own equity at the table. How Earl and I met was actually the Earl Carter Culture Tour. So I was given an opportunity to pretty much intern, if you would, and come teach as he was doing his different cities. That intern, if you would, turned into kind of not only this family bond that you see, but the business that we were able to create. So we did about I think like 30 different cities with the culture tour. And after the pandemic and everything happened, we weren't able to travel. When the opportunity came, we created this new venture called the Art of Music Tour, in which we're pretty much traveling to different cities, teaching about the different entities of music business, financial literacy, but then also just listening to different artists and answering their questions that they may have, giving them performance opportunities, just giving one-on-one opportunities for them to be able to network with us as being people more on the business side of the music industry versus the creator side.
Nice. And we have my man Logan, who came in just a minute ago. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. No, excuse my tardiness, man. It took me 30 minutes to download this thing, but no, man. But basically,
took you 30 minutes to download what?
No, not literally, man. I'm just being sarcastic. No, don't take me literal. It just took me a minute to download the WebEx. I was trying to run it from
Why you didn't have Zoom already? That's the problem.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm used to FaceTiming and everything else. So, but now I know, Mr. Carter. Yes, sir. We will keep the Zoom on the desktop.
Ready with a shortcut. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, I'm just producer, writer. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of in the business. You know, still learning myself. But you know, this is something I saw Rail and Jay was doing. I saw Rail posted or whatever, and you know, we kind of reached out and figured out, you know, how can we make this happen to bring this to Phoenix, and just to put people on game. You know, this is not nothing that everybody just trying to come up and just get millions of dollars off of. You know, these two really want to help educate people so they can teach other people how to get millions from music. You know, like you said, your royalties, and even the people behind the scenes, you know, the ones doing that paperwork. Those are some of the most important people in the industry, you know, because I can tell you all day, I'm giving you X amount %, but somebody got to go put that on paper. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Rail and Jay are coming in to make sure that, you know, everyone involved understands what's going on. So yeah, you know, that's where I fit in. Like I said, I'm just the one helping put this together. And, you know, hopefully we can all work together again on something else in the future.
Bro, are you watching cartoons over there?
Man, I'm on dad duty, bro. I was looking for the remote to turn it down earlier. So that's why I had it on mute. So that's why y'all two here to talk.
Oh, okay. I was just asking, man. I was just nervous. I was nervous for you a little bit. It's all good.
No, it's all good.
No, that's nice. So you're pretty much the connection to bring it to Arizona, huh?
Most definitely, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We was actually talking like yesterday. You know, hopefully we'll make this something annual. But yeah, I'm the initial connection. Of course, me and Rail met actually through somebody else. Flew out to New York to meet with Rail at the Rock Nation building or whatever, and we had sat down and chopped it up, and just wanted to see what we can do in regards to you know, not just bringing things like this to Phoenix, but also just you know, possibly, you know, looking for somebody to put up under equity distribution. You know, they are growing and things like that. So yeah, I am the initial connection, but again, this is definitely something you for sure will not see these two. It's not the last time you'll see these two in Phoenix for sure.
Awesome. Well, Rail, Jai, let me know what people can expect coming to the Art of Music tour. Let's give me the 30-second rundown of it.
Real, raw, uncut, the truth, right? They're going to learn the truth about the business. They're going to learn the things that they need to make money. A lot of these artists put out a lot of music, they don't make no money. And we're going to tell them why. And they're going to learn. Basically, we're going to tell them what we know, and then they're going to identify with, oh, that's the reason why I don't make no money. And that's the short of it. Think of it like a music literacy class.
Okay. Like a workshop for artists, but also an event.
Yeah.
So pretty much you guys are doing this before, of course, you came to Phoenix. How many cities has the Art of Music tour been in so far?
It's so crazy. We literally just did one on Zoom for Southern University right before we got on here. So I think we did 2 college campuses so far. We did Delaware, we did Philly. After Phoenix, we got like 4 lined up. So
oh, nice.
Phoenix will actually be our 3rd one in person, but we did a couple on Zoom for like college campuses and stuff.
So, I mean, well, with SongLab, what we really promote is collaboration. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys get into the inner workings of collaborating in this event and kind of explain to artists, you know, what to do to protect themselves? Is that a part of it?
Yeah, Jay has a saying. Jay, what's your saying?
Collaborate over compete.
Nice.
So literally everything that we do, you got to think like, even us coming to Phoenix with some type of collaboration, because we collaborated with Logan, you feel me? Like us creating the Art of Music tour all together was a collaboration, because it's Real having the knowledge and the network of being, you know, an actual A&R, and it's me having the knowledge of and the network on being on more of the business admin side. So this whole, you know, the whole tour itself is a collaboration baby, if you would, type thing. So yeah. Of course, we're going to encourage people to continue to collaborate after we leave. The biggest thing that I tell people in every city we go to is like, tomorrow I'm getting on a flight. I'm leaving here. You feel me? Just because I'm leaving here doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't still be working together. I tell everybody in the room, y'all should have everybody's contact information. Y'all should be able to reach out to each other, because if it's 25 people in the room, if 25 of them are sharing that every person's music, you are opening yourself up to so many different new brands, so many new markets, so many more fans. When I'm gone, you should still be working. So collaboration over compete is something that, you know, we live by. So of course we encourage it, because look how we created this. You feel me? Like, we created this by collaborating. Look what you can create when you work with other people and just be confident in yourself, but then also confident of working with other people and letting them polish your brand up or polish up whatever you may do because you're learning from each other.
You know, I that resonates with me. It makes me want to hear more, like, what got you into starting your music consulting business at Yoko Entertainment? Like,
it was honestly noticing a gap, to be quite honest. You feel me? I knew so many different creators and so many different musicians who were making dope music and weren't getting paid for it, or who were getting in, you know, crazy situations. And they kept asking, you know, say, well, how do I do X, Y, and Z? And I didn't have anybody to refer them to. I couldn't say, you know, go call my manager, go do this. So I decided to become that person. So honestly, seeing so many different creators not only being taken advantage of, but then also just not knowing what to do and not having that guidance and that mentorship, I decided to be that person. So it was me just learning everything for myself firsthand and studying and doing different internships. And then as I learned, I started passing it down to different people, different artists I met, networking with different people who have like minds, or networking with people who just have bigger opportunities and they like, you know, they're not focused on that business side. So I was able to come in, and that's my forte now. That's my niche, is being able to, you know, teach people what I'm learning from these bigger companies and having these bigger opportunities, having these bigger brands, having these bigger partnerships, and bringing it back to our communities that way that they can, you know, learn these same things and pass it down to each other.
that's awesome. See, right there, you seen the need, you feel the need. And Earl, you said you were working as an A&R for 9 years at Rock Nation before even doing your own thing with EQ Distro. Like, throughout that time, what do you think would be like the golden nugget for artists? And have you learned more and grown since being at Rock Nation and being in, you know, your own role here at EQ?
I mean, it's not my role. So equity is still Rock Nation. Equity is
okay.
Equity is owned by Rock Nation. So
nice.
Yeah, it's just a subsidiary of Rock Nation. Yeah, so I mean, I've grown immensely, right? This is the only music industry job I had, you know. So me going from fresh out of college to 10 years later, of course I had to grow. I mean, if I stayed the same, I wouldn't have been able to get the knowledge to be able to do an art of music tour or even do a Rail Carter coaching tour. So, I mean, I learn every day. I grow every day. I sit there and listen to Jay when she's doing her part because I learn. You know, there's a lot of things that she teaches people that I wasn't aware of because it wasn't a part of the things she do wasn't a part of my job description.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something I could just learn from doing it. So I sat back and watched her over the years and still watch her do her thing and still learn every day from her. So, I mean, I'm always a student to the game.
Nice. And Logan, connecting with them, if you could just give me something that you've pulled out of your relationship that you've had so far, you know, bringing them to Arizona and things that they may have dropped behind the scenes that you hold on.
He got to do sign language. He got cartoons playing.
If I knew sign language, I would do it. But one thing, especially from Rail, one thing I really learned from him is leverage. You know what I'm saying? Pull all your resources together and use that in any way that you can to get to that next level, you know what I'm saying? Or to get whatever you need done. And from Jay Yoko thus far, and we haven't spoke as often, of course, we are talking back and forth. But, you know, something I definitely learned from Jay is just, again, utilizing your resources, you know, pulling in everybody you can, making sure everybody's on one accord, you know, and just putting in as much work as possible. You know, have you done this? Did you do this? And Jay is really good on the little intricate things that I don't think of, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, being from our end, sometimes we don't think of the itty bitty people in this area or this space, like everybody can be useful, you know, and Jay has really shown me that. Also just utilizing what's already out there. You know, sometimes you don't need new content. If you can refresh something, you know, that you posted a while ago that is still gym worthy, you know what I'm saying? If you can repost that or just bring it back to life, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. So those are definitely a few gems that I picked up from them, you know, thus far.
You might have to start a Throwback Monday. That's cool.
You might be on the point.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So pretty much how's your experience been kind of like have you worked, well, really, Rel and Jai, have you guys worked with anybody else in Arizona? I'm wondering if you have, how's your experience been so far?
Work with anybody else
from
as
like from or in like any artists or anybody from
Arizona? The whole stop out there.
Oh,
we did a whole Rail Carter Culture Tour stop out there in, what was that? Was that 2000 and, I don't know the year.
20.
But yeah,
I think that was maybe 2019.
2018, 2019, one of them. Yeah, we came to Phoenix, did a whole stop out there. I would say I feel like most of the artists that was there was not from Phoenix though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was dope. I mean, I was literally just in Phoenix 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Not for work or anything. Just chilling, but yeah, we love Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Rel got like 3 tours going on right now. So like
yeah. I'm doing this and then I'm doing the coaching tour. Yeah.
Oh man, I ain't mad at it. We need more of this knowledge. We need more Rel, I guess. So it's like, bring it. You know what I mean? Us as artists, we're trying to.
I don't know, man. Y'all artists act like they too good or like they last minute. I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all have a artist directory or something that y'all can reach out to and tell about the event. Yeah.
I'm glad you
Arizona. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I brought that up. My bad. Look, because I was gonna say y'all two have been here a lot longer than I have. I was telling them the artist culture here is different from anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how quite to explain it. Because I've lived in Florida. Of course, I'm from the South. I'm from Arkansas. Grew up from Tennessee. Grew up in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So I see how the culture is in the South. I've seen Jay know what it's like in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Rel, of course, know what it's like up north. But Phoenix, it's different. Like you just said, Rel, the people you met out here from then weren't even from here. You know what I'm saying? So Phoenix has become a whole different type of melting pot. Let me ask you this, Fleek and Earl, Alex. I mean, have you guys experienced that as well, being with SongLab, you know, that different culture of this hip hop and R&B scene?
Go ahead, Fleek, and then I'll come in on the tail end.
Okay, sure. So for me, musically, yeah, I've noticed the differences. I've made music in Atlanta for quite some time and out in LA. And an event like this, I mean, you hear this is coming, people are signed up, they ready to rock and roll, there's line out the door. For Arizona, though, the mentality here and the culture here is a little bit different. You kind of have to develop the culture a little bit. There's a little bit of skepticism, reluctantness, the eagerness behind getting something that's bigger than themselves. Like the ego out here is kind of crazy. And you have to kind of coach people into understanding an opportunity and finding value in those opportunities and making those connections and getting out. And that's really at its base what SongLab has been doing. It's just, hey, you can't just stay behind your computer on the internet. You got to get out and, you know, shake hands, pass out cards and get this information. So yeah, but the market here is so big that it's very much doable. It's very much doable to do a big AOM tour, to do a festival, to do whatever you want to do out here. It can happen. It's just about tapping into that market. And
we just got to figure that part out, right? That's why we're coming. Because honestly, based on like submission and shit like that, I wouldn't be coming. If it was any other place, if it was like a Florida and Jay hit me, because I don't know what goes on. Jay handles all the back end and logistics. And she'd be like, yo, Rel, we got one artist. I'd be like, Jay, cancel that shit. Like, literally, cancel that shit. But I feel like because Phoenix is so, I mean, I just love Phoenix, period. But I feel like it is a market that we could tap into, but we have to be there, right? So I'd rather be there and try to connect with people. So for future events, they know what's going on. So, but no, we definitely, I mean, even if it's only 3 artists there, we coming, we gonna do our job. I mean, then when artists miss out, they're gonna be like, damn, I didn't know you was there. Well, you should have been tapped in. So, I mean, that's all now.
Trust. Even with this, we're gonna make sure that everyone we're connected to knows about this event and is on it. We've been pushing it and promoting it, but we want people to actually really tap in. Like if you're saying, I know one artist that did pay to perform, that was tapped with us that I was talking to, trying to get him into it. So, we're trying to get more
That
people.
that might be the one that we know too.
That's what if it's poetic, then yeah, you know what I mean? That's so we're trying. Well, yeah. I was talking to him about it, trying to push the event, and then he paid to perform, and I have a version of his flyer. We definitely need to get more artists into it, and just talking to artists. This is an opportunity for them that they need. Here's power quality. All right, stop that. But these type of events, so events in Arizona, you kind of need to 10x them for people to even feel like there's a value. There has to be like so much behind it. And then they're like, all right, well, I might come out on a Friday, might come out on a Saturday. And still they're gonna wait till the last minute, and they'd rather pay the high price at the door. It's like, it's kind of, it's just.
That's what I'm thinking, right? So that's why I was like, we should still go, because it might be some people that's gonna do it at the door. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, I don't care as long as the people come out. It could be fucking 10 people, as long as somebody's here to retain the information.
Yeah,
it's bigger than the money, right? It's more so we don't need to do this, right? We care more about the artists and actually care about the artist community not getting fucked over. So that's why we do it. Because if it was about the money, I'd have sat my ass at home.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is self-funded. We don't have no Live Nation that's like, yo, here go 20 million, just fly your ass there, stuff like that. This is self-funded. So if we sold one performance slot, that don't even cover one night at a hotel. So this is really self-funded. So we're gonna be there, and I hope the artists come out, and we gonna be there. Rail Carter and Yoko is gonna be there, and Lolo gonna be there too.
For sure. We for sure gonna be there. And like
and
you said,
Earl, Alex, and Fleek gonna be there too.
We're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there, and like you said, or we definitely, once we start building a culture around more events like this, and I'm not saying Phoenix haven't had any, but like you said, we have to curate what's here, you know what I'm saying, and build around this. So once we do that and link more with you guys, I'm sure that Jay and Red would definitely want to do something with SongLab here in the future. We can definitely make something happen.
Yo, is just something back there lowering the gun?
What'd you say?
Getting ready.
Child back there lowering the pistol?
Ready.
Bro, she's over here trying to get her Jeep ready, dog.
Oh, she fixing the Jeep. Okay.
Yeah, she got her G-Wagon and she's trying to get her baby charged up. So
beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep?
Sound like she was lowering clips.
She might be.
Putting it under the dash. But Jay, go ahead. Like literally, have you so even with the last experience being out here in Arizona, give me your perception of Arizona and your experience being out here and working out here.
Arizona was beautiful. I absolutely love it out there, for real. The vibe was mad dope. Like Earl said, I feel like a lot of the artists may not have actually been from the Arizona area themselves. A lot of them probably came from other spots. But to me, it was a good night. The venue was dope. It was a lot of, different types of artists, if you would. So you had some people who was, on some rock stuff. You had some people that was on some rap. You had some people on some, spoken word, Black Power type vibe, you feel me? So I like the melting pot that we were able to meet, different types of artists, and it wasn't just, one certain sound. Like, I don't know if Phoenix necessarily has a sound, if you would, but it was so much variety that we got at the time that it was like, all right, bet, this is, this is a dope new vibe. That was my first time coming to Phoenix. So Phoenix is like one city that I go to that I don't really expect anything, if that makes sense, for me, because it's like Russian roulette. You really don't know what you're going to get, but that's always the dope part about it, because it's like, you might come to Phoenix and meet a rock star. You might meet somebody who, popping on the Latinx side, or you might just meet somebody who can sing, better than Mariah. Like, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what we're running into with SongLab. Go ahead, Real.
No, I was about to, never mind. No, just funny, right? Because I literally was DMing artists from Phoenix yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if communication not there or what it is, but a lot of people that opened my DM only liked it, but didn't correspond or try to say, hey, what's this or nothing. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Shit.
It's the psychology is a little bit different out here, bro. You'll go crazy trying to figure it out.
Now, one girl wrote me back. It was like, hey, I'm throwing my own event the same day. Well, bitch, I should call her that. Fuck.
What?
It's all good.
So the bitch, we could partner up. Shit.
Feel me?
I don't want her to hear this and then be like, nigga, you call me a bitch, you know.
Nah. We can
Life
edit
comes
it.
at you fast, you feel me?
It does.
We can edit that.
We got post edit.
You don't have to edit a damn thing.
All right. Well, the
I
truth
ain't mean
about
bitch
it
like
is,
this bitch. I mean like, yeah, you know, with bitch.
yeah. It's in the brain, the mental bitch that you know, everybody gets that right.
Like,
You gotta at least be able to, you know, I can't say it, but I can, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, now honestly, this whole event, the music tour, it's definitely needed, especially in Arizona. The artists right now don't understand and appreciate yet, but they will, especially the ones that come. And for us, we're gonna be pushing this and promoting this and making sure that we can get more people to it. We already got a caravan that we're bringing, but other than that, what do you guys have planned for the future? Is there anything more that you are looking to do in Arizona? Is this right now? We're starting with this, and then we're gonna come back. What you said you had another tour that you're going to.
No, I feel like this is a great start.
Okay.
You know, and then depending on how this goes, then we can figure out what's next or what's needed. All we need to do, honestly, is just get to the community. Once we get to the community, then everything else is a snowball effect. So I feel like we get 10, 20 artists, then we could really know how to gauge it and really be like, oh, this would be dope if we do this. Because now that leads, I mean, the possibilities is endless. Yeah. So this may lead, because we do a bunch of stuff. Like I'm putting together a bunch of mixtapes, and well, not mixtapes because it's gonna be original music, but I'm putting together a bunch of tapes this year. So maybe even definitely planning on doing something called culture tapes, where it pretty much highlight every city. Like we go to Phoenix, and that's a culture tape Phoenix. But I mean, we just need the community. If we get the community and actually get in touch and speak to the artists, then I mean, you know, the possibilities is endless.
Oh yeah. And then once I'm seeing that, so coming up as an artist myself, I've seen people not connect with me. I've seen the distancing and everything because I wasn't within the community of artists. I wasn't accepted in the community of artists. And now it seems like things have changed. They're more accepting who I am, and a lot of artists are reaching out, networking with me, and seeing the things that are going on with SongLab and what I'm doing individually with my music. And it seems as soon as you're connected into the group of artists, then of course that's just going to send shockwaves. So I think once not only the Art of Music tour takes off, but once we also are able to, you know, push this to the artist through SongLab, it'll really kind of help bring everybody together and create this community and really educate, but also the Art of Music tour and, you know, you, Earl, and you, Jay, you guys are able to offer opportunities at some point if, you know, if it's beneficial, right? You guys have avenues, let's say that.
Yeah, for sure.
We just need the artists, you feel me? Like once we get the artists, it's almost a situation where it's like, you know, what do the artists want to do? We can make anything possible. We just need them. That way we can curate stuff specifically to what their needs might be or what's something that they don't have out there that they want to have. But we need them first to figure out, you know, what their opinion is.
Yeah, y'all get them in the room. We'll do a whole tape.
Ooh.
Right there.
Oh, nice. That's it right there. So you guys heard it. The Art of Music tour is here this Friday. I know we're going to be in the building. We need all of you other artists who are listening, checking this out to be in the building as well, so you can benefit off of the knowledge and also possibly connect with people you might have not had the chance to connect with. We're here with Earl, we're here with Jay, we're here with Lolo, we're here with Fleek, and me, Cap Ticket. Go ahead, shout out your guys', you know, what you guys do, where you from, all of that stuff again, if you could, for me, before we end this off. Got a few minutes left.
Earl Carter, Director of Artist Relations at Equity Distribution.
And I am Jay Yoko. So I'm a music consultant at Jay Yoko Entertainment and one of the curators of the Art of Music tour.
All right, so Logan with 7 Wonder LLC, 7 Wonder Entertainment. I'm an artist, I'm a producer, writer, also an industry plug. So I'm just connect the dots from, you know, being a regular artist up to the industry.
Yo, what's up? It's Fleek. and I just like creating situations.
Nice. Thank you all for tuning in and talking. And honestly, thank you very much for bringing this education to Arizona. We honestly needed to build a market out here. We're barely coming together. We are one of the youngest states. We didn't really even have a rap market until 10 years after Cali, honestly. But we working on it. We're bringing it together, guys. Thank you for helping us out. We need it. Real talk.
No worries, no worries.
Yes, yes.
Peace, y'all. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
No problem.